What's your name?
My name is Rafael.
Rafael, and where's your position
My
here?
position is resort manager.
Resort manager. How long
Yeah.
have you been here?
Yeah. So I've been here in Vail for 3 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been with the company for about 13 years.
Okay.
So I started at the Four Seasons in Dallas,
Okay.
in the accounting office, at the lowest position
Wow.
there. And one thing about Four Seasons is they're very big of promoting from within and cross training. So I did all my training in Dallas for about 10 years, from accounting to front desk, mostly in the rooms division,
Mm-hmm.
guest services, housekeeping, reservations, concierge, and eventually to a director of rooms role. And then I moved here to Vail 3 years ago as a director of rooms and residences as well, so I oversee the residences. And then recently I was promoted to hotel manager.
Why bail?
Why Vail? So, I've never been to Vail.
Uh-huh.
I've never been to Colorado before when I live in Dallas. Never been to Colorado.
Okay.
But Four Seasons, if you're at a certain point when you become a manager, almost a department head and a division head, Four Seasons, they tell you that, hey, if you want to keep going, then you have to be willing to relocate.
Yeah.
So, and you never know exactly where you're going to go. It always depends on open positions.
Mm-hmm.
If people get promoted, if people leave the company, every time that we feel there's a gap,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they look at it and they say, okay, who's ready? And then they pull that manager.
Okay.
And so at some point they pull me and say, hey, there's a position in Vail. It's a promotion. Do you want to go? Typically you say yes.
Yeah,
If you want to
absolutely,
keep
yeah.
going with the company, you say yes. And so I said yes, and I came to Vail.
Okay.
And obviously, it was very good for me personally. Vail was a beautiful place. The hotel was new. And, they always look at it. They really take the time to complement the team, right?
Mhm.
So meaning the team here needed someone with rooms experience, so they brought me, right?
Okay.
If they needed someone with food and beverage experience, they would have brought someone else, right? And they also look at you, the person, and how can you gonna develop. So my history was Dallas was, it's a big group house. Over here is big leisure houses, mostly leisure. You have the ski environment,
Yeah.
so it's very different. So they try to put you somewhere where it's different. So that's why Vail is a promotion and something new for me. Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. What is the planning community?
Yeah. So the planning committee is a committee filled with executives, right? And every Four Seasons has a planning committee.
Okay.
They always will have a general manager. They might or might not have a hotel manager, but they typically have a director of rooms, a director of food and beverage, director of engineering, someone from sales, someone from finance. So that's the planning committee. The planning committee is a committee filled with division heads. Division heads are managers who are overseeing a division.
Okay.
Rooms division, food and beverage, human resources, sales, finance. So that's the planning committee.
Okay. How are the operations coordinated in the hotel?
Oh, in the planning
In the
committee, yeah.
planning,
So again, it's by the division head. So in this hotel, we have the general manager. Every Four Seasons have a general manager. This hotel, we also have a resort manager, who's me. Not every Four
No.
Seasons have a resort manager, but they might have a director of rooms, director of
Okay.
food and beverage. So the activities typically is the general manager is overseeing all the activities of sales and marketing,
Okay.
finance, human resources, because the Four Seasons, human resources is the people.
Yeah.
It is so important, and it's so important to the point that it reports to the general manager. The general manager needs to know what's
Yeah,
going on with
everything.
the people. So the general manager oversees sales, marketing, finance, human resources, and then this hotel, he also oversees the engineering operation, and then the resort manager oversees the operations, meaning rooms and food and beverage. Okay, so rooms and food and beverage reports to me, where everything else reports to Mark. And Mark, the general manager, is typically maintaining the relationship with the owners, right?
Okay.
With corporate office, and he in the finance, the numbers of it, making sure that we're hitting our numbers from a finance standpoint, from a sales standpoint. Where my main responsibility is making sure the operation every day, day to day, is happening.
Okay.
And now, we both kind of,
Yeah, we both.
play a little bit and do different things. but that's typically the responsibility, how it breaks down.
Okay. How important is the employees for Four Seasons?
The employees for Four Seasons.
Yeah.
It's our number one thing,
Mhm.
right? So you always hear that our people is our competitive advantage, right? So every hotel can look pretty, can have beautiful designs and beautiful furniture, right? But what makes the difference in Four Seasons, it is the people.
Mm.
And you see it, it's our competitive
Yeah, absolutely.
advantage. It's a workforce that's been trained for a long time. We typically grow from within. I'm an example. So I've been with the company for 13 years. So most of our hotels have staff that have been there for 15, 20 years. So our people is very important. We're not able to operate at the level that we want and our guests expect if it wasn't for our people.
Okay.
And we spend a significant investment time in our people over the years, from training to things that we do to recognize them. We want to be the employer of choice and attract the best people. And so our people are very important. We were not able to deliver the service levels without our people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about like what happened in a meeting in the planning committee. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about over there?
Okay. So planning committee, we meet once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Other hotels, Four Seasons, might do one every other week, but they all meet with planning committee typically once a week.
Once a week.
And it's very simple actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first hour we have a topic ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So we may come in and say, we need a little bit more recognition around the hotel. Let's brainstorm about recognition.
Okay.
We might come in and say, hey, it's the second or third quarter of the year. Let's review our goals. So we always take 1 hour in planning committee to discuss a topic that we identify ahead of time. Okay?
Okay.
So every week we have different topics.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's great. We brainstorm, we bring different inputs, and we come up with something very good. So we always bring a topic to PC, one topic, and we discuss around it for 1 hour.
Okay.
Then after that, we go around the table. So remember, planning committee is made up of every division head.
Okay.
So they come and give an update, each of them, of what's going on in the area. So we typically try to give an update with the 3 Ps. It's people, product, and profit. So they'll give an update on the people. It could be, Johnny is ready for more, and we want to give Johnny a little bit more. Or, it could be anything that's going on with their employees. It could be an incident that happened. It could be something else. And then the product is an update on the product. Are there any new ideas coming from the food and beverage division,
Okay.
right? And we update each other is the point. And then we give an update on profit too. So yeah, our meeting is pretty simple. We come in and we have one topic that's important to the resort, that
Okay.
we talk about it and try to come up with an action